Hello. I have had a hell of a time the past couple days. But I think the most of my stomach troubles are behind me until it happens again. But right now, I'm good, so I'm gonna stream. I have a feeling I know what caused it, and I have thrown away the offending thing, so that I don't have any more of it ever again. At least these cookies don't do that to me. Also, I noticed a large influx of views on my latest Splatoon 3 video. So, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Figured it would have been the Charger video, but okay. I'll take it. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. It seems to be doing pretty well. Alright. I got that going. Let's close that. Also gonna go ahead and do this real quick. There it is. Alright. Alright, I believe I'm ready to go, so let's go. Alright, Alice, what do you have in mind? Alice is pondering how best to make use of your reprieve from the tedium of negotiations. Yeah, I don't really like negotiations that much myself. Alright, for want of a better suggestion, what say you to a brief tour of the newly liberated Doma? I'd be interested in hear how the people are faring in their own words, or as it's not as it will be missed here, or will we? Throat, a moment if you would. Oh, hi, Asahi. Ah, Yugiri, and Asahi, was it? You have some business with Throat? Business? No. Pleasure, my lady. I merely wish to exchange a few words with the famed slayer of gods and champion of Eorzea. It is truly an honor. Such heartfelt admiration. One could almost forget that you're an envoy of the Empire. Oh, is that so strange? We may have stood on opposing sides in the past, but I see no contradiction in lauding the man who would do battle with our common enemy. Unless you forget this is my homeland, it would be remiss of me to not at least thank him for containing the threat posed by the Kojin's vile icon. Now, if I may continue, as we speak, Lord Heian deliberates over my proposal, and I would take this time to see the land I once called home. Though Lady Yugiri is certain to be a jovial escort, the excursion would be all more enjoyable for your company, and safer besides. I mean, sure. Why the hell not? The ambassador has the right of it. He's not like to come to harm with you at his side. Will you join us? It would be my pleasure. In that case, I will join you as well. There's naught else to do until Lord Heian has reached his decision, and I can think of no finer way to learn more about the current state of Doma. It is settled then. The four of us shall make a brief excursion through Yangzha. Might we start in the town of Monzin? I would see what had become of Doma Castle. Very well, if you will follow me. Well, not much of Doma Castle to speak of, actually. Kind of, sank into the water. I mean, unless you don't mind, seeing, a rebuilt castle of water. Oh, great. My mouse is doing a thing. Alright, where am I going? Oh, okay. I guess I can just, head to the harbor, then. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, I was about to go the wrong way. Oh, maybe I should have taken the warp. Let me land here. Oh, well, very good. Oh, I passed it. Yeah, so as you can see, the, castle sank. Nay, can this truly be Mosen, home to the cream of Doma samurai? I had heard that Yotsuyu intended to send some few of our automata here, but only by way of warning. It should not have come to this. Indeed, her savagery served only to incense people and spur them to rise up in protest. It was folly to think such methods of governance could prove effective. The sooner we can begin to make amends for this senseless destruction, the better. Securing supplies and support for the reconstruction effort should not prove difficult, once our nations are formally at peace, of course. Yes, of course. If you would have a better view of what remains of the castle, we must proceed through the ruins. Oh, that is a super hard fate. Okay, well, I'm gonna avoid it then. It is a travesty. A travesty. I remember the keep being so beautiful. In the light of the setting sun, one would swear it was aflame. It is indeed a doleful spectacle. Mayhap we will rebuild it one day, when we have finished helping our people to rebuild their lives. Spoken like a true popularis. The needs of the people must of course come first. Speaking of whom, would you be opposed to seeing how they live firsthand? To my seeing how they live firsthand, the village of Namai is but a short journey from here, if I'm not mistaken. By river, yes. If you will follow me, I will ready our boat. There is a reason I'm making his voice the way it is. Nervous Namazu. Poke it again. Poke it again. Poke it again. Yes, yes. Poke it again. Yes, yes. Oh. Alright, I wasn't expecting this. Ready to cast off? Yes.
I'm warning you!
Someone's in trouble.
Oh, Red Konjin.
Are you all right?
Hi.
Don't worry, he's with us.
What do they want with you?
Yuki, and you lot too. I don't know. We were returning from the Enclave when they came at us.
It seems they won't go quietly.
And neither will we.
Alright. Alright, first I gotta do a little bit of my mojo here. He seems to be a competent fighter, at least.
Leave this to me.
Get away from him. There we go. Oh god, really? Okay. That's another one down.
The art of my forebears.
I got it. Oh, that's one of her, doubles. Okay. Oh, cool. The rain let up. Aha! There it is. Yay! We have protected the children. The ones that are bigger than me.
That seems to be the last of them. You have nothing to fear, child. You are safe now.
Thank you, sir.
You saved us again. Thank you. If you're ever passing by our village, look us up. You'll always be welcome.
Thank goodness we arrived when we did.
Indeed. But what could have prompted the Red Kojin to stray so far from the Ruby Sea?
I presume these are the sellswords hired by Yotsuyu. If so, the answer is simple. Desperation. Bereft of imperial employment, they seek other means to line their coin purses. Another sad legacy of the Empire's mismanagement.
The empire to which you have sworn allegiance.
Yeah.
Must you always be so pointed? If we are to bring about lasting change, we must look beyond narrow allegiances.
Yeah, but we can't just forget about them.
You have every right to doubt me, but in time, I hope you will come to see that we share a common goal. You and yours have fought fiercely to change the Empire from without, but if we are to end the cycle of conflict, the Empire must change from within. Am I wrong?
I still think you have a punchable face. Not about that. The true reform can only come from within.
I knew you would understand. You have witnessed such change firsthand, after all, during your time in Ishgard.
Was in the middle of eating a cookie. Dear me, I had hoped to convey my views on our nation's shared hopes under more peaceable circumstances. Yet this regrettable little interlude did afford me a chance to see the famed hero of Eorzea in action. And a few Imperial soldiers can say that. And few Imperial soldiers can say that. At least few who live to tell the tale. Well, after that little ordeal, I believe it may be time for us to return to the Enclave. Return, my lord? But what of Namai? You seem so eager to observe the villagers going about their daily lives. To be frank, I still am. But I'd rather doubt the good people of Namai would take kindly to the sight of a man in Imperial uniform with blood still dripping from his blade. Even in your company, my presence would only prove a distraction. Fret not, however. Thanks to the three of you, I have seen a great deal more than I otherwise would. And with any luck, Lord Hien will have finished by considering my proposal by the time we return. Alright. Back to the Enclave we go. I got to fight things, so I'm satisfied. Thank you again for agreeing to join me. If not for your aid, the Kojin may have overwhelmed us. Pray go on ahead. Lord Hien is expecting you. I will remain without and keep watch over our guest. Well, we'd best not keep him waiting.
You are expected, sir. Shall I show you in?
Welcome back, my friend. Yugiri tells me you accompanied her and Asahi on a tour of Yangsha. I had hoped you might take the opportunity to recover from your exertions at Sakazuki, but I gather your time was well spent. Until the ambassador affords Yugiri a chance to make a full report, however, I must rely on you to supply the details. So please, tell us how it all unfolded.
Okay. We were about to hit Namaya, and then we were overrun by Red Kojin.
Red Kojin here? Have there been any other such incidents since the liberation? Not that I'm aware of. If they are planning some new venture here in Yangsha, we will need to increase patrols. In any event, I am indebted to you for fighting them off, but tell me, and don't be modest, was Asahi truly the first to leap to the youngsters' aid? He was. I was quick to doubt him when we first met, but his desire to save them seemed quite genuine. It's possible he truly believes what he's saying. In the time I've known you, you've always been an excellent judge of character. What do you make of the ambassador?
Yeah, I still don't think he can be trusted. Seems cool enough, though. I still don't think he can be trusted.
Then the question of what his true intention may be remains. Regardless of his aim, I'm resigned to playing his game. For now, at least. Well, full warning, forswearing summoning should be simple enough, considering you never dabbled in it in the first place, which just leaves a somewhat thornier question of how to police the Red Kojin. It was with that very question in mind that I saw Alphino's council. Thanks to his knowledge of the icons and rituals used to invoke them, I believe we've identified a workable solution. If you will recall, Susanna was summoned forth using the power of relics locked away in the Kojin's treasure vault on the Isle of Zeki. Though said relics remain there to this day, it is all but certain the act of summoning exhausted their stores of ether, making subsequent summonings impossible. Assuming that is the case, preventing the Primal's return rests on denying the Red Kojin the means to amass new stores of ether, either via acquisition of crystals or the relics they aren't wont to collect. For this, I plan to enlist the aid of our friends, the Blue Kojin. Since Doma's liberation, we have forged closer bonds with the Bunshin and his people with their support. And with their support, I'm quite confident we can keep the Red from obtaining what they require to call upon the Susano. And what of the prisoners? They will be exchanged as agreed, and I will give full credit to Asahi for the success of the transaction. If there's aught we can do to help the Popularis garner favor, I mean to see it done. But first, I have some unfinished business to attend to. Would you all come with me? Yes, of course, but what manner of business? A past mistake which I would see put right, one which has weighed heavily on my mind. Okay.
I had her brought here in secret while the three of you kept our guest company.
Ah.
The world has not been kind to you, it is true. But that does not excuse your sins. You should be at the bottom of the river. Yet here you are, the living, breathing proof of my failure. A failure for which I would now make amends.
What did I do? I don't remember. Was it really so terrible? Tell me, please! What did I do?
You speak of sins, my lord. But at whose feet do those sins lie? With the soldiers who committed the crimes, or those who commanded them to do so? With both, I would say. For all have a conscience, and all must choose. But with no memory of who she is, or what she has done, what sin remains to be cleansed?
You ask that I show mercy.
I ask why the heavens saw fit to deny me my rest. Why Yotsuyu was spared not only death, but the bitter memories of her life.
You truly think it the will of the Kami? If so, her life is not mine to take.
Oops.
Come the hour of the exchange, if her memories have not returned, she may remain here in Doma to live out her days as Tsuyu. But if they do, the Garleans shall have their viceroy. Though the people will protest, they will come to accept my decision when they have been reunited with their loved ones.
Thank you, my lord.
Now then, I believe we have kept our guest waiting long enough.
We almost saw a head roll. I'm disappointed, Hien.
Did Gosetsu not seem strange to you?
Hey, seemed a little more subdued.
His sympathy for your Tsuyu part, I know his powers of endurance only too well, but after all he has suffered, even he should not be on his feet. He puts on a brave face for our sakes, but it would not surprise me if he lacked the strength to raise his blade. Though I suppose if he and Yotsu are to enjoy a life of peace and quiet, he will have little use for it. It falls to us to shape that future, one in which he need never again set foot on the battlefield.
Nice little exchanging of words, and then a victorious quest completion sound. Alright, what's next? Ooh, actually get that as an orchestrion roll. Very nice. Oh, and some more armor, I guess. Okay. With Yotsuyu safely in Gosetsu's care, all that remains is to answer Asahi's proposal. I realize the matters demand your attention, but I would ask that you stay a while longer to see this business through. Okay. I think this might be a speaking. This might be voice. Yes. Looks like it.
My apologies. Our deliberations took longer than expected.
Think nothing of it. The time afforded me the opportunity to go on a rather rousing excursion through Yansha.
Yeah, how'd that go?
You have reached a decision then?
We are willing to cooperate with you in combating the Icon threat, and also in the exchange of prisoners. Assuming you accept our conditions, of course. As you know, your sister is in our care. Due to certain complications, however, we are hesitant to release her into your custody.
Complications?
She was inside Doma Castle when it collapsed. Though she survived, she remembers nothing of her past life, not even her name. To clarify, she is in our care not as a prisoner, but as a vulnerable citizen of Doma.
Are you saying you refuse to release her?
Not at all, if her memory returns before the appointed hour.
And if not, what exactly? You will accommodate her here in Doma?
Well, I sincerely doubt she will be of any great strategic value to the Empire. She spends her days daydreaming of Dango.
Dango? How dreadful.
Dreadful, dreadful Dango.
Very well. In light of our recent misstep in Sakazuki, It seems only fair that I show you the same understanding you have shown us. Though I do have one small request. Regardless of Yotsuyu's value to the Empire, she is yet my sister. Before I leave, might you permit me to speak with her in private?
Of course. Perhaps you could even bring her a plate of dango. She would be most pleased. Yugiri will see you to her chambers.
Want me to sneak around to make sure nothing bad happens? I mean, I'm a ninja as well. I could probably do that. And honestly, he wouldn't even notice. I'll even take a piece of his hair and he wouldn't even notice. That's how stealthy I am. Forgive me, my lord, but has he not been gone over long? Perhaps I should... Calm yourself, Gosetsu. I understand your concern, but we have to wait. He deserves that much. I am sorry to have kept you all waiting. Thank you for your understanding. Long did I dream of this reunion, but never did I imagine it would be so joyless. A part of me hoped your stories of a condition were just that, but alas, it is as you say. Suyu, do you remember anything of this man? Anything at all? No. I am a stranger to her. That much was clear to me from a single look. I leave her in your care. As you wish. Now, if you will excuse me, my superiors are long overdue a report. They will be elated to hear of our agreement. Of that I have no doubt. As for the exchange itself, once I have obtained the relevant permissions, I will arrange for your people to be relieved of their various duties and sent here to Yangzha. This will take time, of course. Of course, you may rest assured your soldiers will be well cared for until your return. We will also begin taking steps to better counter the threat of the Konjin and their icon. Here, before you take your leave, there is one matter. I am informed it was you who took the lead in rescuing 2 young Domans from a band of Konjin sellswords. I have not yet had the time to thank you properly. Please, there is no need to thank me. I only did what anyone would do under the circumstances. Fortunately, I was in good company at the time. The plight of the Red Konjin is of the Empire's making. Were it not for our transgressions, those children would not have needed saving. The people of Doma have suffered enough, my lord, and I promise to do all in my power to spare them from further pain, be it at the hands of the Kojin or indeed the Empire. I pray the Emperor will see things as you do. There may be yet hope for us all. Until we meet again. Gosetsu, as before, I leave Yotsuyu to you. I invite the rest of you to join me outside. Let's treat Asahi to a proper farewell. Oh, you know, like with a dagger in the back or a... Oh, you don't mean that type of farewell. Ah, poop. Can I at least slap him across the face? There we go. Okay, I'm satisfied. Let's finish this. The ambassador's airship awaits at Castrum Fulminus. Let us be off. Oh, we're just going right there. Cool. Excuse me.
I wish you a safe journey.
This has been a most enjoyable visit. I look forward to our next meeting. Maxima, would you take the others and see that all is ready for our departure? I simply cannot leave without first giving thanks to the Warrior of Light for accompanying me through Yansha.
Okay.
I get some private time with him. All right.
Mark me, savior of the savages. There will be a reckoning.
Oh, looks like the mask has come off. And now we get to see his past. Wait, this cookie didn't have ice filling. What? It's just 2 regular cookies. Yeah, I'm disappointed.
You've
Look at
nowhere
that.
left to run, traitor!
Ignorant savages! Killing us will avail you naught. For every Imperial you cut down, 1,000 more will come. Abandon this foolish endeavor and surrender. You may yet serve our righteous cause.
How dare you speak of righteousness? You who forsook kith and kin to serve conquerors! Be glad I grant you this mercy. What in the... Reinforcement? No, just one! Cut him down!
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This one is promising. Who remains to offer us resistance?
A host of rebels led by Lord Cayenne hold the Enclave across the river.
Lord Cayenne.
The king of the former king of Doma, sir. They say he is one of the greatest swordsmen alive.
Is that what they say?
Who was that?
Surely you jest. That was Xenos Galvus, legatus of the 12th, the Crown Bloody Prince. I heard he was strong, but that was frightening.
That was Lord Xenos.
Oh, he's got a hero complex.
Everything you are, your power, even your face, it vexes me. Go on. Lash out like the beast you are at an emissary and jeopardize the newfound peace between Doma and the Empire.
Now, why would I do that?
My lord was destined to lead us unto a glorious new age. Your light is nothing to his radiance.
Look at how low he has to bend down to talk to a Lalafell.
I will cherish this moment, lock it away within my heart, until the day we meet again.
Such a friggin' goober. Yep. What a goober. I thought perhaps now we could be at ease, but your suggestion suggests otherwise. What troubles you, Throat? You know. Just a cup of I called it.
You look troubled, my friend. Was it something he said?
Oh, it was a lot of things he said. And I got to peer into his past. He's become a brown noser of Xenos.
I had my doubts about him, but I would never have guessed he was a disciple of Xenos.
Yep.
My lord.
Sort of like Smithers to Mr. Burns.
Calm yourself, Ugidi. I set no store by him or his enlightened brethren. But if by treating with them there is even the faintest hope, we might secure the return of our conscripted brothers and sisters, I must play this game. After the way I risked their lives in the rebellion, I owe them that much.
My lord, you bear no blame for their fate.
If not blame, then responsibility. They were prisoners, and still I chose to fight, knowing they could be executed in retaliation. But now we have a chance to bring them home. If it means bargaining with a monster, so be it.
My lord.
Besides, I think he likes me, which is more than some can say.
Yeah. Still regret not punching him in the face. It makes no sense. Why would he bother keeping up the pretense for so long only to drop it right before the very end? Perhaps he no longer thought it necessary, having secured Doma's cooperation in the prisoner exchange. If he truly is a disciple of Xenos, his possible emotions simply got the better of him. Remaining calm around the man who slew his lord will have taken its toll. Whatever the explanation, now's not the time for hasty reprisals. We shall proceed as planned. The Red Conjun must be placed under surveillance and the Garlean prisoners made ready for the exchange. But you need not concern yourself with the details. Leave the affairs of Doma to us. When the hour of the exchange draws near, we will call for you.
Okay.
I should certainly hope so. Whatever the Empire's true intent, we would be on hand to play our part, either to defend Doma or to help usher in a lasting peace. I thought we might use this time to return to Eorzea, but given the volatility of this situation, mayhap it would be best if we remained in Kugane. Agreed. Between Yotsuyu's amnesia and Asahi's dubious agenda, I say we have ample reason to remain in the neighborhood. If anything should happen, anything at all, you must send for us at once. Oh, I will. On that you have my word. Charting a path through this sea of troubles promises to be difficult enough. I am not so proud as to attempt the feat alone. To Kugane then. Tataru and the others must know of what transpired here. I think Tataru might still be mad at Alphino, so, you want someone her size to hold her back from strangling you? No? Okay. Oh, it was nice knowing you, Alphino. Still taking applications for a new Levier, child. Preferably one that is more intelligent with their money. Might finish this cookie and then I'll do the quest. My, it seems you're all in quite the predicament. Well, should we receive any urgent missives from Doma, rest assured you will be the first to know it. Yes, of course, we're discussing ideas to replenish our coffers, but I suppose that I can wait if any urgent news should come through the office. About that, I wish to apologize, Tataru. It was reckless of me to make such a purchase without first consulting you. You may be certain, however, that I mean to reimburse the Scions, even if it means drawing from my own personal funds. That's very thoughtful for you, but I'm sure it won't come to that. Because you won't live long enough to see it happen. If Soroban's business proposition is as promising as it sounds, Throat should have no difficulty whopping the red from our ledger. Wait, how am I getting drawn into all this? It was Alphino's fault in the first place. Forgive me, Throat. It would seem I have unwittingly heaped up my financial troubles upon you. I swear I will pay you back. Damn well better. Or the dagger that was meant to go and you will be one of mine. Well, I fear I will struggle to cobble together anything of monetary value, knowledge I can gather in abundance. To start, I plan to investigate the divisions forming within the Empire. Mayhap Riol and his associates have heard something on the subject. Regardless, the more we know about the politics of Garlemald, the better our chances of predicting the Imperial's next move, which might yield you an advantage on the day of the prisoner exchange. Knowing what we do of Asahi's apparent resentment towards you, I cannot say what he hopes to gain from it. But if there's even the faintest chance of a lasting peace could be forged between Doma and the Empire, what choice do we have but to try? Lord Hien had the right of it. Asahi may very well be a monster, but we must play his game, for now. Alright, so...
striking, maiming, or fending.
I think ninja is of scouting, so can't really use any of these. Fending it is. Arranging the prisoner exchange proved easier than I thought. Yes, my lord will be most pleased. Everything is going according to plan. What the? Ah. His visit.
Can you truly remember nothing? Nothing at all?
Were we friends?
Yes. We were good friends, you and I. In fact, I've brought you a gift. I pray that one day soon, as you gaze into that mirror, you will remember the woman staring back at you.
It's so pretty. Who are you? Who are you?
Meanwhile, in the Imperial capital...
How are you feeling, my lord?
Fine, now leave me.
Oh. He is alive. Well, seems like the first step of Asahi's plan is already in motion. Anyway, let's see what this armor looks like. Try on. Enable dye preview. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's actually quite a bit of that's quite a significant amount of that gets altered. Huh. Let's see, show all equipped gear. Close, but not quite. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna go with it. Oh well, I can sell it. Oh, and here's more of the thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go on ahead and continue it for at least another half hour. I don't feel like skipping another Friday of for a Final Fantasy XIV video, so I'm gonna give myself as much time as possible while not cutting the stream super short. So I'm probably only gonna be going for 30 more minutes. Ah, Throat, impeccable timing. We have just received a letter from Lord Hien. Wow, that quick, huh? Well, it's been only a few seconds that they were able to get the exchange going. Cool. Unless you were doing this when this was the most recent patch, in which case you were, in fact, waiting a couple of months. He writes that the Domans are coordinating their efforts with the Blue Konjin to maintain a constant watch over the Red. By staying on the lookout for signs of crystal hoarding and the like, they mean to nip any summoning attempts in the bud, thereby satisfying conditions for peace set down by the ambassador. For the Garleans' part, the Populares have sent word that a vessel bearing the Doman conscripts is soon to arrive in Yangzha. It would seem that the prisoner exchange is to proceed as planned. Lord Hien requests your presence, and I share his view that you should be on hand at this critical juncture.
Okay.
According to the letter, Yotsuyu's memory has yet to return, so it looks like she'll be living out the rest of her days in Doma, assuming the ambassador means to honor the agreement, of course. Before we get to that, however, I think it would be wise to assess her condition one last time. If the Domans have missed any change in her mental state, however slight, it would be better if Asahi weren't the one to spot it. Agreed. Let's make straight ways for the Enclave, then. Lord Hien will be waiting. I trust you will cope in our absence, Tataru. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Just making sure you come back safely so I can put the knife in your back myself. Please don't kill him. Just don't. Alphino's been keeping a very careful count of his coins lately. I doubt he'd ask for a sip of water without asking a price first. Okay, well, you know what? Do whatever. One result means I have to find a new Levier. I have to find a new person that will play the role of Alphino Levier. Won't be as fun though. Oh right, I can actually go there. Wrong one. Where? Doma Enclave. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, never mind. This isn't the, pier. I see my letter reached you across the Ruby Sea. Thank you for coming so swiftly. Though I wrote at some length on the subject of the forthcoming exchange, there was one other matter I neglected to mention. It concerns Gosetsu. As you may have observed, he returned from his ordeal rather worse for wear, and despite his best efforts to conceal his condition, or perhaps because of them, he recently collapsed. Oh. Good gods, is he alright? Confined to bed and grumbling without cease, but he has shown signs of recovery. He made me promise not to tell you, lest you worry unduly, which was all very well when you weren't here. Now that you are, however, I think it's high time I received from some visitors. Might you spare him a moment? Yotsuyu has scarce left his side, and I imagine you are curious to see what has become of her as well. We will visit him at once. Throat, Alice, shall we? Okay.
Open wide now.
Please, Tsuyu. I'm not so frail that I cannot feed myself. I grow weary of the taste of gruel.
You don't like it? Can I fetch you something else?
Aye, wine. Or if that is not wholesome enough, I don't know. A sweet persimmon from Namai? I enjoyed them in my youth.
A persimmon?
Nay, pay me no mind. I am full. Besides, we have guests.
I hope we are not interrupting your meal. We had heard you were confined to bed and thought you might welcome some visitors.
Confined to... a gross exaggeration. A trifle drained from my exertions, perhaps, but with a little rest, I shall be fighting fit again in no time.
Are you sure about that?
Take off your clothes.
What?
Gosetsu, is this how you've been spending your time?
My lady, I assure you this is not.
with them? We need to wash you. You stink.
Well, needless to say, I think it's a father-daughter relationship thing
What
going
are all
on.
these scars?
Ooh.
There are so many of them.
A life of battle will leave its mark upon a man.
Oh.
Is something wrong, Tsuyu?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
But leave me be, woman! I will not be fussed over like some newborn babe.
She's starting to get her memory back. They made a convincing pair, do they not? On first acquaintance, I would think him a doting grandsire and her model grandchild. Indeed, someone had told me a year ago that had someone told me a year ago that I would bear witness to such a scene, I would have declared them mad. That aside, I'm relieved to see Gosetsu has lost none of his spirit. But what a turn of events! I mean, for her to suddenly be watching over him, you couldn't make it up. Although I suppose Gosetsu is an old man, what with the way he charges through life, it can be easy to forget. Aye, he has resisted decrepitude with the same defiance he showed the enemies of Doma. But no matter how adamant his will, no man can carry on forever. He has pushed himself beyond the limits of endurance too many times. Even if his health returns, the fact remains, he will never again be the warrior he once was. He has given his all for liege and land, and we will ask no more. And what of his nurse? If Yotsu is feigning that, well, she certainly has me fooled. This is no pretense. This is no pretense. Yugiri, out of all of us, I would think you were the hardest convinced, so what makes you so sure? I have been spying on Yotsuyu from the shadows, waiting for the misstep that would betray her charade for what it was. But her mask has never slipped, not once. She has remained in character from the first. One evening, I watched her as she sat in her chambers, unguarded and alone. She had taken the dishes from the cupboard and was pretending to prepare dinner right there on the tatami, a child's game. Even the wary shinobi would not go to such lengths, but I conclude that her mind is truly broken. Well, that's good enough for me, and everyone else, I would hazard. Aye, the matter is settled. Yotsuyu will become Tsuyu and begin a new life here in Doma. But before that can happen, however, we need to present her to the ambassador one last time, to prove that her memory is truly gone. But I would not risk parading her in front of our returning conscripts. Her presence at the exchange would only stir up mutinous thoughts. Understandably, she as good as fasten the chains around their necks. Aye, which is why I mean to conclude this business with Tsuyu first, out of sight of my countrymen. Will you help me? We are at your service. There is no higher purpose than the pursuit of peace. My thanks. The Garleans are on their way, and we must prepare to welcome the ambassador. We will meet you at the docks with Tsuyu. Excuse me. Hang on, I'm responding to a message. This way. Oh, I've already used sprint. Fine, I'll do this to get a little further. Further than running speed. Shall we wait here then? Lord Hien should not be long. Oh, it's not one of those. My friends, have you seen Suyu? She is nowhere to be found. What? But the Garleans will be landing in a matter of moments. If she's fled, could it mean her memories have returned? I know not. Yugiri is scouting the streets as we speak, but it's possible Suyu has left the Enclave altogether. Well, that's bad. Captain, a word. Did you perchance to carry a fair-skinned woman across the river? Fair-skinned woman, my lord? I do not rightly know. I think... Yes, my lord. Not that you mention it, there was a lady among the passengers whom I do not recall having seen before. Her face was hidden by the brim of her hat, but I remember taking her hand to help her onto the boat. Why does new-fallen snow it was? Was she someone important, my lord? Have I done something wrong? Wrong? No, I was merely hoping to catch our guest before she departed. Be at ease, Captain. Well, she's gone across. It would seem that Suyu has crossed the river. Kami, help me. No good can come of this. Yeah. Scouting, aiming, healing. Let's see what the healing set looks like. Also, I'm gonna see if I can find a vendor because my inventory is getting kind of stuffed. Cramped. Here's how I can get rid of these. Well, I don't like this at all. Ah, it's a doggy of healing. I don't like it. What about these pants? Yeah, I don't like these either. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that set. Let me get rid of these at least. Nah. For my little excursion in the Binding Coils a couple weeks ago. Oh, that's a high elixir. I thought that was a, I thought I hadn't put the Fantasia in my, saddlebags or something. Don't mind me, just organizing my bags. And green tea set. I'm actually going to go on ahead and just pop this in the saddlebag. There's my Fantasia. Okay, let's continue. It seems Suyu has gone unrecognized this far, but Kami, help us someone catches a clear view of her face. I must find her before that happens. The responsibility for her disappearance for all of this lies with me, but I would ask you for your aid nonetheless. We are at your service, Lord Hien, now as before. Let us make the crossing and begin our search. You go on ahead. Someone should let Yugiri know what we've learned. I'll join you on the other side. We have no way of knowing where Suyu's headed, so we best divide our forces. I will take Kusakari and its surrounds. Alphino, if you would take the road to Castrum Fulliminus? Forgive me, but could I ask you to interrogate the residents of the Yokozuka Manor? One of the Namazu may have seen our quarry. If everyone is in agreement, let us board the skiff and hope the kami smile upon our efforts.
Yay! We have to find a wayward amnesiac.
Also, thanks for letting me be the one to talk with the fish folk. Yeah, I believe these are the guys that are... I believe this is also the area where you do the crafting tribal quest for Stormblood.
Welcome to Yokozuka Manor. Yes, yes. If there's anything you care to know, you need only, a pale-skinned woman. I have seen no such traveler, I am sorry to say. Most sorry. Scaly-skinned Namazu, on the other hand, we have an abundance.
I see. Yeah, I definitely see that. Oh, perfect. Need to speak with you real quick.
Nothing to see here.
Is he... That better not be hot water. Anyway. Actually, let me do this. I have no need for hides. I don't think I've even gotten my, retainer on this character yet. I don't think I bothered doing any of that. Alright, those are useless. That's useless. That's useless. All of this is completely useless to me. This is... Right on. Display gear. Die preview. I'll put you in for consideration. Allegan Grimoire of Healing. I have no need for a book. I ain't no book learner. There we go. All right, let's find the other one. Is he okay?
Unusually pale skin. Yes, yes, I saw this woman on the way back from my fishing trip. She had just crossed the shallows east of here and was headed in a northeasterly direction. For the most part, her step did not seem certain. If you hurry, you might still catch her.
Hey, thank you. I hope whatever ails him, goes away. Whatever. Oh, really? Come on. There we go. Yay! I can fly. We're heading... Ah, okay. She did indeed cross the river. You see no sign of Yotsuyu to the north. Perhaps she is somewhere further off to the northeast. Let's see. What time is it now? 6:48. So, depending on where I am in about 12 minutes, I'll probably start wrapping up then. Still no sign of Yotsuya. Perhaps she's yet further northeast. Good. Oh god, don't tell me she's made for Namai. You know how they feel about Yotsuyu. Yotsuyu is nowhere to be seen, but lying on the ground a short distance to the north, you spy a familiar-looking, wide-brimmed hat. Oh no. That's probably the thing that, oh. Whoops. See. A cursory glance is all that's required to confirm your suspicions. It's the same hat that Yotsuyu was wearing when you found her in Sakazuki. Throat, before you ask, our search of Kusakaria and its surroundings has yielded exactly naught. Save this chance reunion with you, I suppose. Mr. Salise has gone to his sister brother at the castrum. It was she who informed me of the situation. I joined Lord Hien here shortly thereafter. How did you fare at Yukaza Manor? Any sign of our missing guests? Yeah. Expect the worst, guys. Towards Namai! By the Kami, if the villagers recognize her, it will not end well. No, it won't. I'm actually going to take this opportunity to be right back. I'm going to let the text autoplay. So, muting my mic, hiding camera, and I will be right back.
Greetings. Might I have one of your... Wait! Please! I only wanted a persimmon.
Kami, save us! Her spirit has returned!
She's back from the dead to seek her revenge!
It can't be. She couldn't have survived.
What did I do?
As if you don't know!
Good people of Namai, be at ease, I pray you. You have naught to fear.
My lord, forgive me, but what is that monster doing here? They told us she was dead.
I too was surprised to learn of her survival. More even than you, I would hazard. 'Twas I who cut her down, I who left her to her fate. But it would seem the Kami had other plans. By some miracle, both she and Gosetsu were spared when the keep collapsed, though Yotsuyu's preservation came at the cost of her memory.
You're saying she's forgotten? Forgotten everything she's done?
Lies! Lies, my lord! She would say anything to escape punishment!
What does it matter? We have not forgotten her crimes, and we demand justice! I beg of you, Lord Hien, draw your blade and rid us of this canker!
Thank you for the subscriptions, Splatoon Lover 4444. I appreciate it.
What I saw then, it's all true. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I guess the sub happened when I was in the bathroom.
Sorry. And what? We're supposed to forgive you.
Here, there's no need to cry. Can't you see how scared she is? How can you be scared of her? She's not the same.
Until such time as her memories return, this woman shall be known as Tsuyu and treated as a citizen of Doma. I will, however, see that she is watched at all times. Rest assured that there will be no more unannounced visits to the village. As your lord, I ask that you leave her fate in my hands and suffer her to live, for now.
Please, Issei.
All right. I'll keep my peace. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Well, that went better than I thought it would. I could use a good steak.
I triumphantly got a steak! Yay!
I actually did have to use the restroom. So yeah. Thank you for the sub. You subscribed while I was in the bathroom, I guess. It actually did pop up on my notifications. I get subs sometimes and they don't show up in my notifications tab. It's really odd with YouTube. Anyway. I don't know why everyone is so angry, but I got the fruit Gotsetsu wanted. I hope he likes it. That's why. That would have been better avoided, but at least it did not end in bloodshed, and judging by Suyu's reaction, she remains oblivious to the events of her former life. This was no escape attempt. Nay, it seems it was an offhand request of Gosetsu's which brought her to Namai. She came in search of a persimmon. Persimmon. Ha! And they say fruit is good for the health. I do hope Gosetsu finds the taste to his liking. Well, we have certainly taken the long way around, but let us continue on to Castrum Fulminus and our meeting with the ambassador. Alphino and Alice should still be there conducting their research. Oh, and I got a free company invite. Good. Oh, it expired. Okay. That's all well and good. I probably would have denied it anyway. I probably would have declined it anyway. And besides, this isn't my main. I don't even have a free company on my main, so yeah. Doubly no. I can but politely decline. It seems our Imperial guests have already arrived. It's time to meet with the ambassador.
Blah 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 blah.
What a pleasure it is to see you once more, Lord Hien. Not to mention my dear sister.
A pleasure to see you too, Ambassador. Forgive us our late arrival. You have our people aboard the airship?
Exactly as agreed. We would leave you in no doubt as to the purity of our intentions. I dare say it was the self-same spirit of cooperation which prompted you to bring Yotsuyu here today.
Indeed. Before excluding her from the exchange, I thought it only fair that you see her condition for yourself. Physically, she is in fine health, but her mind is unchanged.
So I see. But all need not necessarily be lost. In anticipation of this tragic turn of events, I took the liberty of inviting some special guests.
Oh?
Blah 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 blah. They're on their way.
Oh, that's a new tune.
Yotsuyu. You look, well.
Oh, I don't like this music. Oh, God.
Of all the people.
Is something wrong, dear sister? These are our beloved parents. Does not the sight of them bring back sweet childhood memories?
Gosetsu. I have to take this to Gosetsu.
It would seem my little surprise was not sufficient. You needn't glare at me so, Lord Hien. I merely did what any loving son would do for his family. Lest you doubt, I am content to leave the acting viceroy in your care. Pray, treat her as you would any daughter of Doma.
His face became more punchable. And you know, there's still time for me to do that, Hien. Just give me a hint of a word and I'll do it. I'm more than willing.
Do not grow too fond of this place, dear sister. You will come back to us ere long.
We continue with the exchange as planned, then.
Very good. The structure across the river should serve our needs. We shall await you there with the conscripts. If you would bring your captives.
Agreed. Until then, Ambassador.
Asahi has planned something very sinister. I knew better than to trust Asahi. And I accidentally hit the camera. There we go. Event. I knew better than to trust Asahi, but that was a dirty trick. Still, unpleasant as it was, we have at least put the matter of Tsuyu's future to rest. I have sent her back to the Enclave with Yugiri to give Gosetsu his purse's persimmon. Come, let us follow them. At that look, Alphino, what was it? Oh, nothing of consequence. Most like, we can discuss it upon our return. So it would seem there would be one less prisoner at the exchange. I only hope Yotsuyu's presence here will not present further problems. We should pay a visit to Gosetsu and reassure him about Tsuyu's fate. He will want to know that the Empire has finally relinquished its claim on her. Highly doubt it.
Gosetsu, are you awake?
My lord, come in, come in. When Tsuyu returned, her eyes were red from weeping. She spoke not a word, simply sat and peeled some fruit she'd brought for me. She then claimed weariness and retired to her chamber. Tell me, what happened to upset her so?
The ambassador arranged a surprise reunion with her foster parents. A misguided attempt to restore Yotsuyu to her senses. It was plain their presence caused her great distress, but she seemed otherwise unaffected.
Yotsuyu was mistreated as a child, was she not? It was a cruel trick to use her tormentors like that, knowing the pain it could cause.
I like this Asahi less and less.
Oh, you're not alone. I absolutely hate him. Really wish I could punch him.
Be that as it may, he has agreed to allow Yotsuyu to remain with us in Doma. Our primary concern now is to hand over the prisoners without incident and bring our people safely home.
There was one other detail at the meeting which caught my attention. I assume you all noticed the rather suspect crates within the castrum. The Imperials were quick to retrieve them afterwards, but I wonder...
Out with it, brother. You fear they might contain bombs or war machines?
Crystals.
If the ambassador wanted me dead, he has had ample opportunity. No, assassination is not his intent, but we should be on our guard for other acts of treachery.
My lord, forgive me, but the Lady Yotsuyu, she's gone.
Is that Tatara's voice actress? Up there. There's the music again.
I beg your pardons, my lords. I was certain she'd fallen asleep.
No, the responsibility is mine. 'Twas I who gave her a room instead of a cell. She may simply have wandered outside. We will organize search parties. Might I call upon your assistance?
Of course. Oh, never mind.
Help! Help!
I like that little trot I'm doing. Oh. Oh.
Help me!
Oh, I have an idea of what happened. You ain't gonna like it.
If only I hadn't remembered. He should hate me. But I will not suffer his kindness. Not after what I did to him.
Who's there?
Oh, it's you. What are you doing out here in the dark?
Well, looked like she was about
This is
to.
the Enclave, is it? When
make
the
one
soldiers
less
dragged us back to
person
Doma, you were the last person I
populating this
expected
area.
to see.
You're the bane of our existence, Yotsuyu. A font of misery. You couldn't even do us the simple courtesy of dying, could you? Oh, no. You had to live and taint us with the shame of your failure. We had a perfect life in the capital, and now they're making us wallow in this muddy ruin like common swine. I don't deserve this.
Nah, you deserve every bit of it.
Now, dear, that'll do. There seems little point in berating the girl when she scarcely remembers her own name. Our time would be better spent contemplating how we're to survive this unhappy predicament. You've kept your looks, at least. I suspect you'd fetch a handsome price with the right buyer. Maybe enough to get us to Kugane and start a new business.
Ah, my beloved parents. No sooner do I wake from gentle slumber than the world returns in all its cruelty. Yes, this is how it always was. How it was meant to be. Very well. If I cannot escape my nature, then I shall embrace it. To the very depths I have sunk, my soul steeped in spite and rotten to the core. The self-righteous hide behind justice, but I need no such mask. Father, Mother, was it not you who made me into this monster? Who taught me the truth of this miserable world? For years I knew naught but the taste of pain and humiliation. But the time has come to savor my vengeance against Doma. Against all my enemies. And it begins with you!
Yotsuyu! What?
No!
She remembers everything.
Well done, dear sister. Did I not say you would come back to us?
Brother dearest, what a surprise. You always were a cold-blooded little worm. I doubt you thought twice about sending our parents to their deaths.
Your dagger yet drips with their blood, and you presume to judge me? To be frank, I didn't think you had the strength to slay them so cleanly. A single thrust each. I'm impressed. But surely you can't be satisfied with murdering a pair of doddering elders. You yearn for a deeper vengeance, and the power to see it through.
The entire family is rotten to the core.
Please. I don't want to die.
Sorry, bitch. I know your entire story. You deserve it. Enjoy hell.
Any sign of her?
She has her memories back. We need to stop her.
What happened here? I knew what would happen if she recovered. And still, I did nothing. You say she left with her brother? Whatever he wants with her, he was willing to pay for it with his parents' lives. But this is neither the time nor the place. We must gather the others.
You know, in hindsight, you probably should have just let me smack him across the face a few hundred times. Now we're gonna have to potentially stop something big. We have recovered the Naurus's remains, and will hold a cremation anon. Would that Annie had never set foot in Doma. I broke the news to Gosetsu myself. He was quiet. I think it best that he be allowed some time to alone with his thoughts. Alright, well, this is where we're going to end things off. We'll finish off 4.3 next time. I'm going to stop the recording. And next time is Saturday. So yeah, next stream is going to be Saturday. We'll be finishing up patch 4.3. And hopefully I can actually finish editing the video for tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna be getting right to work on it after I'm done streaming. It's unfortunate that I could not stream yesterday because of my stomach troubles. remind me never to get some mysterious thing called shrimp chips from a store ever again. That doesn't have nutritional labels on it. Anyway, hopefully tomorrow there's another Hildebrand video. If not, I'll probably delay it to Saturday, and then a stream will happen on Saturday anyway. And then next Monday is going to be the next Splatoon video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. So take it easy. I'll see you then.